Hello. Right, right. Thank you. So guys, so today is your first session, and that is this is a session is basically for the Power BI. So being today is the first session, I'm not going to start with any implementation for the today's class. I just want to just give some introduction regarding what is Power BI, what is nowadays everyone came to know about what is Power BI. Basically, we need not to discuss about like what is Power BI. Why? Because nowadays Power BI has become a very popular tool. Almost all everyone, even they are not aware about that, they knows about that. Nowadays everyone is speaking about data science, everyone is talking about generative AI, everyone is talking about the cloud computing. Why? Because almost all in every domain, in every application, cloud is there. Almost all in every scenario, in every implementations, we are taking some help of AI systems, we are taking them. And apart from that, even some kind of, and most of the applications we are using some kind of a reportings also. It has been became a common skill. It is a common the common skill set which everybody is trying to utilize it, guys. So that's why I need not to require much I don't require much application, much implementation, much discussion about that, because it is going to be almost all it's going to be the common skill set it is going to be. That's why I'll just give you an introduction regarding this particular concept, guys. Like, as you know that Power BI is a data visualization software. So it's nothing but, we all of you know that it's what is Power BI. So Power BI is a data visualization software which is mainly used for, which is going to be basically for creating of visualizations. So a data visualization software from Microsoft, a data visualization software from Microsoft. So this is what we can say about the Power BI. So what is a data visualization software? What is basically a data visualization software? A data visualization software is nothing but which can convert our raw data, whatever the raw data was there in the format of values or a text. It is available in a format of values and a text. That is going to be just converting into some kind of a visual context. It is going to be gets converting. Easy to understand the data, guys. So this is going to be, it's going to be nothing but easy to understand the data. So what we are going to do is we want to convert this particular data into, which is going to be a visual context. We have to convert it. Let us say some kind of an example. Let us say that, for example, there is a company was there. So they sales across multiple locations and multiple locations in multiple countries and at different months. So whenever you want to analyze the data in terms of, for example, in terms of some kind of an like in a values, we can't understand the data. So convert that into a visual format. If you convert it, you can understand the data very easily. We can understand the data very easily. For example, let us say that if I convert the data like this. So for example, just an example I'm taking. For example, what is the month? And what is going to be the quantity that was sold. For example, a company, how much quantity has been sold by a particular company across multiple months. So let us say that January month is there. For example, it is going to be 386 units they have been sold. In the month of February, let us say that it is 425. In the month of the March, it is going to be something around, let us say it may be a 500, let us say 15 or 516. In the month of April, for example, it is going to be somewhere around 470 is there. Like that, whenever you want to see this data, so this is going to be, we want to understand this particular data. If you want to understand which month has generated the highest sales, just it is a matter of only four values. We can read the values and we can understand them. But instead of that one, if I convert this data into a visual format, guys, like this is going to be month of Jan, this is month of February, this is month of March, this is month of the April. You don't require even the values also. Let us say that it's a 386. February is going to be 425. In March, it is going to be 516. Whereas in April, it is going to be 470, for example. So by looking at this data, you can clearly understand that this month is having the highest sales. This month is going to be having the least sales. Clearly, we can find it off, isn't it? So this is going to be one that what we can see. That is what we can understand the data. So we don't require even the values also. Just by looking at this bar chart, we can understand. Or else I can also plot it like a, which is going to be lines also. I can plot it like this. For example, I can say something like this. I can say, so whenever I connected these particular points like this, then also we can understand that particular application, what we can do it, guys. So we know what exactly these particular points is going to be meant for. These points are going to be just to represent some kind of a sales in the month of Jan, or in the month of which is February, in the month of March, and the month of April. Like that, you can just see that particular data like this, what we can understand the data, guys. So this is all about the concept of how we have to visualize this kind of a data sets, what we have to do that. So easy converting, we don't require any values there. Okay, from Jan to February, sales was increased. From February to March, the sales was increased. We don't want to see how much quantity is the patterns I want to see, when it is increasing, when it is decreasing, when it is maximum, when it is minimum. I want to understand that kind of a pattern. So data visualization tools are nothing but which can convert the data into, from raw data can be converted into a visual context, it is going to be gets converted. So why should I convert the data into visual context, which is going to be for easy interpretation of the data, or easy understanding of the data, interpretation of the data, guys. Why should I interpret the data? Why we have to understand the data? Why should I understand the pattern? For taking some kind of a business decisions. So the companies, the business management, the management want to take some decisions. So whenever they want to take some kind of a decisions, they require some kind of an analysis. So it is going to be a kind of an analysis. So what we have to require here is, guys, so we have to understand the data in a visual format. Then we can understand the data very easily. So why should I convert it? It is for easy interpretation, and for taking or for supporting some kind of a business decisions, we want to have to convert this kind of an data. So this is going to be the way, the why the Power BI is going to be gets required, guys. Now coming to the data visualization can be done in multiple ways, guys. It's not only Power BI, you can do the data visualization mainly in two ways we can do it, guys. One is basically, I can say that it is going to be by using some kind of an command based. Command based means which is going to be nothing but we have to write some script using some languages like Python, or by using some languages like R. We can create these particular data visualizations. We can create it, guys. Yes, by writing some kind of a language, by using some Python R, we can create these particular visualizations. We can create it, guys. Command based, we have to write it. It is going to be we have to write in, guys, isn't it? So this is going to be the one which we can say that. But what is the main problem here, guys? So whenever you want to write some script by using some programming languages, so what is going to be basically required, guys? Need some expertise. So the person need to be become an expertise in some languages like Python and R. And apart from that, it is going to be time consuming because we have to write the scripts, right? So it is going to be nothing but what we can say is it is going to be a kind of a time consuming is also it is going to take, guys. Okay, so this is one base. By using some languages like Python or R, we can do it, guys. The second one is going to be nothing but it's a GUI based. What is meaning of GUI based? It means we need not to write any code for that, guys. So simple, what we can say is we know that, right? GUI means graphical user interface. Simple, which is going to be drag and drop. You need not to write any code. Simple, with the help of mostly with your mouse only, we can do it, guys. Drag it, drop it, double click, right click, click here. So it is going to be simple drag and drop features only. We can do that. Examples we are having, guys. So Power BI. Power BI is an GUI based data visualization tool. No scripting is required. Tableau. So we are having multiple tools are there, guys. Tableau is there, or we are having something called as an ClickSense is going to be there. So all these are going to be some of the examples of GUI-based data visualization tools. What is the main advantage here, guys? So main advantage is no need of any expertise, no prerequisites, no need of any which is going to be prerequisites. So without any prerequisite, you can just learn the Power BI. You can use the Power BI, guys. Maximum, it's not mean that means I don't say that completely with zero knowledge. At least what is data, what is a visual, what is a database. If you have the basic ideas about that, Using that, we can create the reports, guys. Second thing is going to be, it is going to take very less time. Within a few minutes of time, less time, guys, within few minutes to few hours, you can create, which is going to be a complex reports we can create in, guys. Within a few minutes, and which is going to be in a few, which is going to be hours. It won't take days of time. Whereas here, it may take some hours to days of time it is going to take it. Here, it is going to, within a few minutes to few hours, we can create our very beautiful dashboard reports, we can create it. So Power BI is such kind of an GUI-based reporting tool. So we can add up one more point also. It's a data visualization software from Microsoft. I'm adding one small point called as it's a GUI data visualization software. So that means if you want to learn Power BI or if you want to become an expert in Power BI, you don't require any separate skills are required, no prerequisites. If you have a little bit knowledge about what is data, what is Excel sheet, what is a CSV file, okay, or what is a database, because where the data resides, in real time, the data is going to be resides in multiple systems, guys. So just if you know that the data are available in a database system, pull the data from database into Power BI and create a report, guys. That is what basically these particular different types of tools what we can say, guys. So one is a command based and the other one is going to be GUI based. Simple drag and drop. Here we have to write some coding, some scripting we have to require, guys. It takes more time. It is going to take very less time. It is going to take, guys. So that is the main objective of the different ways how we can create this kind of an data visualizations, what we can create it. Now, how this, that means it's not mandatory to learn about the history. Generally, whenever you are learning any programming language, once you are, whenever started learning any programming language, generally we'll always try to learn the history. Like for example, whenever we are learning the C language, so how the C language has been evolved, who created it? So it is created by Dennis Ritchie. Like that, whenever we are learning Python, so who has created that particular Python language? It is created by a person called as a Guido von Rossum. He is going to be there. So his name is going to be Dennis Ritchie. Is going to be he's going to be Dennis Ritchie. Is going to be the name of this particular person. Like that, we know that Microsoft, so Power BI has been developed by Microsoft. It is not developed by any particular company. It's not developed by any particular person. It's a tool. So tool is generally developed by a company. Languages are going to be developed by some companies or as well as some people. Some a particular person is going to be involved in that. Same as it is, let us try to understand the history. History means how these reporting tools has been evolved. So, okay, we are learning Power BI. So before Power BI, do you have a data visualization tools? Yes, we have them. Okay, then why the Power BI has came? So we want to understand why the need of that particular Power BI has came into the picture. So I was almost all in this particular software industry from almost all 21 years of experience. My experience is almost all 21 years of experience completely on the various data related tools, data related softwares. I was a data expert. My 21 years of experience is completely on the data only, completely on the data. I have a multiple expertise. I was not just only expertise in Power BI. So initially when I started, I worked on databases. After that, I worked with some kind of a business intelligence tools. After that, I moved to big data systems. And my current specialization is actually my Power BI is not my main specialization. My main specialization is data science. I also done one certification program from IIIT Hyderabad on AI and ML. So my main expertise is data science. So as part of data science, we uses a data visualization very, very frequently. We know the real importance of the data visualization. Why? Because as a data scientist or a data analyst, I consumes a lot of data. I takes a lot of data. We analyze them. We are going to feed them. We are going to various systems to analyze the data. So there we know the importance of the data visualization concept. So that is the reason why I was able to deliver the these training programs on data Power BI also, mainly Power BI data science. These are the generally my main specialization. From last 20 years, I'm using these data visualization tools, guys, at a different aspects we are using. So I'll just categorize just to make you understand. These data visualization tools can be, we can separate them into 3 generation reporting tools. First generation reporting tool, second generation reporting tool, and third generation reporting tool. Totally, I can just convert, I can separate into first generation, second generation, third generation. First generation means I can say it's a before year 2000. Yes, before year 2000 also we have the reporting tools. Second generation reporting tools are from almost all from 2001 to 2012 it was there. Before 2000, or otherwise I say 2000 to 2012. From 2013 till date, it is going to be we categorized into third generation reporting tools. So simple to say, before 2000 what type of reporting tools, between 2000 and 2012 what type of reporting tools, and between 2013 to till date what are the different type of reporting tools. So before the 2000 year, at that time, you know that, right? Computers usage is very less. Internet was not that much popular at that time. Data is also very small data. The business is also very small businesses only. At that time, we don't have this much use. Business markets was not there, right? So at that time, there is only one reporting tool we used to use it, guys. It is nothing but Crystal Reports. It is Crystal Reports. The name of the tool itself is going to be Crystal Reports. If you want, you can go and check in the online what is Crystal Reports. Started around 1992, it was started. So after that, in 2000 to 2012, so there is some change. That means these Crystal Reports are unable to handle those particular reports because in the beginnings of 2000, internet started. Okay, business also has been increased. A lot of business needs and business requirements and some kind of a data warehouse systems, business intelligence systems has came. So unable to handle those particular architectures, so people came up with a new type of a reporting tools called as Cognos. Maybe you guys, maybe anybody heard about this, guys. It was acquired by IBM. It is not developed by IBM, guys. It is acquired by IBM. It is initially developed by Cognos. The company name itself is Cognos. In 2005, I used to work on this Cognos. I used to deliver the training on these Cognos reporting tools. After that, we are also having something called as a BO, stands for Business Objects. So later, it was actually created by, developed by a company called as Business Objects, but later it was acquired by SAP. Now it is an SAP product, guys. Same as it is from Microsoft also, guys. We are having a tool called as SSRS, SQL Server Reporting Services from Microsoft. Yes, Microsoft is already having a reporting tool called as SSRS, guys. It's already having. SSRS is a which is going to be a Microsoft reporting tool. Then why the Microsoft has came up with the Power BI? So there is a requirement is there. And why mainly these reporting tools came, guys? Actually, it is due to business intelligence, BI. So what is Power BI, guys? What is BI stands for there? It is basically stands for business intelligence. So being the early 2000s, there is a need of business intelligence systems has been developed. And to satisfy these business intelligence systems, these crystal reports are unable to handle that. Then we have got up some kind of a new tools called as Cognos, BOS, SSRS. So we got some little bit more and more better options are there. So we got this particular BI tools, which is nothing but Cognos, BOS, and SSRS, and many are there, guys. Then from 2013, we have got the next generation reporting tool. There is a third generation reporting tool. Why? Again, already we have a Cognos, already we have a BO, already we have SSRS. Then why we have got up with the third generation reporting tools? In the beginning 2012, so there is going to be some kind of an cloud storages has came into the picture, guys. So these, whatever we are talking about the second generation reporting tools, they are unable to connect to the cloud storages. There is some limit is there, but they can support, but with a very limited connectivities only they can connect it. So being the cloud storages has came, and nowadays a lot of different type of data storages has came, guys. Mainly in the recent years, a lot of new type of data storages has came. Mainly supporting the cloud architecture they are supporting. Like nowadays, I think you are hearing about something called as an Snowflake. This is also becoming a kind of an which is going to be a popular what we can call it as one data storage, guys. Snowflake, it's a data warehouse storage is what we call it as. Snowflake has been came. Not only that, so many cloud different type of data lakes, we are talking about so many different type of systems as came, guys. So these systems, whatever the second generation systems are there, at that time there is no cloud computing. That's why they didn't thought about a cloud computing. So there is almost all it's not possible to work with the cloud storages. That's why Microsoft and other companies has came up with the third generation reporting tools called as an Tableau, Power BI, ClickSense. These are all mainly the main advantages, guys. They supports more and more different types of cloud storages. So in coming to the third generation reporting tools, we are having Power BI. So I can't say that Power BI is a replacement of SSRS. Power BI is a successor of the SSRS, guys. So simple to make you understand, SSRS can connect to almost all somewhere around 15 to 20 different type of data sources. That means you can generate the reports only somewhere around from 15 to 20 different type of sources only we can select the data, like SQL Server, Oracle database, okay, analysis services database, Hyperion S-base, SAP HANA, like that, somewhere around 15 plus, guys, hardly 15 to 20 sources only it can support. Whereas my Power BI can support, guys, even you can't imagine that it's not double to them, guys, almost all 10 times more. It is almost all 200 plus different sources Power BI can connect, guys. Your Power BI can connect it to almost all 200 plus different type of data sources they can connect, guys. It's not just like 50 or 60. Almost all 200 plus different type of data sources my Power BI can connect and they can generate the reports, guys. Obviously, we all of you know that whenever you want to work with any data, guys, first of all, when you want to create any reports, first of all, we require some kind of what we have to require, guys, some source of data is required, guys. Some source of data. Without having a source of data, we can't work with them, right? Same as it is here also, guys. We require some kind of a data that is going to be gets required. The data can come from various different type of data sources. They can come, guys. That is what basically we can say about this particular, the so-called as the advantage of using the Power BI applications, guys. They can extract the data from different type of sources, almost all 200 plus different type of data sources. They can extract the data, guys. So not only Power BI, we are also having a various tools like which is going to be Tableau. We are having a ClickSense. All these are going to be comes under the third generation reporting tools. Their main advantages is, guys, they supports working with which is going to be nothing but mainly they will be supporting working with which is going to be cloud storages mainly supporting cloud storages they will work, guys, rather than working with a normal traditional Excel sheets, CSV files. They are not the advantage. Mainly their support is completely only to work with completely based on the what we can say is it is going to be something like what we can say is they should have completely they can work with the data sources. They can be having some kind of an cloud storages they can connect like this, guys. So that is the one basic idea about how and basically how we have to work with this kind of an the third generation reporting tools, guys. Apart from that, the remaining things are going to be very easy and convenient. It's very easy, guys. Everything is going to be double click, just drag and drop. Using some mostly with the drag and drop options only, we can work with this kind of a techniques, what we have to work with them, guys. Apart from that, nothing is there. It's a very easy, simple techniques only, which we can work with. And that is going to be the way which we are going to be gets working as part of these applications, guys. Apart from that, nothing is there. Easily we can work with them and we can handle those particular application, guys. Okay, fine. So that's it, guys. That is going to be about the how the tools has been got evolved and how to understand that history means. This is going to be the way which we can easily understand the history about these particular tools like this, guys. So these are the different tools that are available. So depending on your requirement, so we can work with the various tools and all these things, what we can work with them. Okay, next. Apart from that, like what type of, what we can say that what type of people or what type of roles that requires the data visualization skills. Okay, fine. We are going to learn a data visualization tool. We are going to learn it. Fine. But how? That means basically like which type of roles are which type of roles require these data visualization skills. As I said that guys, nowadays almost all everyone, independent of whether there are independent of whether they are related to this one or not related to that, does not matter. So basically they require some kind of an, which is going to be nothing but what we can say is they require some kind of an the data visualization skills are going to be gets required guys. I'll tell you some kind of a few roles. I'll tell you a few roles where they require this kind of a data visualization skill. I'll tell you the application guys, like what are the different roles are required. So nowadays there are different types of roles are there. So where they are going to require these data visualization skills, guys. Like example, the first one is report developer. There are some roles called as report developers will be there, guys. What is this report developer role is basically the report developer role is completely nothing but what we can say is they are completely report developers are basically completely to work with reports depending on their business needs or business requirements. They need some kind of a reports they require. So the clients or the managers or the business units will ask for the reports. So according to that, they have to create the reports and they have to share the reports according to that. That is what basically this reporting is going to be gets talking about that. So these report developers mainly they requires a data visualization skill, whether it is Power BI or whether it is a Tableau or whether it is some other thing does not matter. But they require some kind of a data visualization expertise is required, guys. So that is what basically we call it as the report developers. The specific role is to create the reports. Specifically, they want to create the reports, designing of reports and all these things. It is going to be design the reports according to that particular business needs and all these things they will create it. Second thing, apart from not only report developers, some other roles are also there. Basically, where they require some kind of an what we can see is basically where we are going to require some kind of an what we can see is like data analyst. Nowadays, you are hearing about this kind of a roles, data analyst. So a report developer just requires only data visualization skill. He don't require any other skills that, but a little bit of SQL. It's not mandatory, but little bit of SQL and all these things are also going to be required here, guys. That is generally what basically these people will talk about that. But whenever it comes to, but whenever it is going to comes to, which is going to be data analysis, they requires a data visualization skill along with some other skills also that is required. Like something like what we can say is data analyst means he requires some kind of an SQL plus along with that a little bit about Python, a little bit about something called as an Excel, and a little bit about the data visualizations. So they need to be an expertise in all these particular four areas. So SQL they require, Python they require, and apart from that Excel, it's going to be data visualization. So these are all going to be some of the tools or some of the techniques what the a data analyst need to know about that. Like that, it is going to be depends on that, guys. Like that, it is going to be depending on that, and it is going to be like this. We can say about these particular applications. And apart from that, even nowadays, some other people who works on data, that is data engineering people. So even the data engineering people also, they requires a little bit. So depending on the roles, how much extent data visualization. Report developers need to be an expertise in the data visualization. Data analyst may not be that much expertise on the data visualization. Even data engineering people also may not be that much expertise is not required. At least they have a basic knowledge that is going to be sufficient with that. But data engineering people requires SQL, apart from that Python, apart from that visualization, any visualization tool, plus and not only this, along with the big data, and along with that, there is going to be something called as, which is going to be some cloud services. These are all going to be required for a data engineering people. Like this, guys. So depending on the role, it is going to be changes, guys. It is going to be changes from one role to another role. It is going to be gets depending on that. It is going to be changes here now. So like this. And apart from that, even data science experts. So data science means you know that, right? It is going to be a lot of other things are there. Data science people requires SQL, they require Python, they require visualization. And not only this, they also require something like a maths and stats. They also require something like a maths and stats is going to be required. Plus along with that, something called as machine learning, deep learning, Okay, NLPs they will learn, AI they will learn it. Okay, apart from that, some kind of a cloud, big data, all these are going to be comes into a data science concepts. Like that, depending on the role, whatever they are using, they need to be an expertise in some areas, and they need not to be an expertise, but at least they should have some knowledge regarding that particular so-called as that particular application. See there, everywhere there is a visualization is going to be there. Data analysts, report developers, data engineering people, data science expert. So depending on the various role, so everyone who is learning the Power BI may not become a data visualization expert, guys. They may not become a data visualization expert, isn't it? So they will be having a different skills are there depending on the requirement. So they will choose as a different roles they will choose as, guys. So depending on their roles and depending on the responsibilities and roles, so they need some beginners to expertise is going to be required. That is what basically we can say about this concept called as the roles that are requiring this data visualization skill set, guys. That's it, guys. So that's it. This is going to be about this particular the just a small introduction regarding the what is data visualization. So just a very quick understanding, guys. Just I given some introduction regarding what is data visualization. A data visualization is a skill where we are converting the data, the raw data which is there in values and text, that is getting converted into, which is going to be what we can say, guys, that is getting converted into what we can say in a visual context. So if I convert into visual, what is an advantage? We can just, what we can say, guys, we can just, what we can do is, we can understand the data, interpret the data very easily. Interpretation of data is going to be easy. And apart from that, it is going to be take some kind of a business decision easily. We are going to prefer to take this kind of an data visualization skills, guys. And coming to the data visualization can be done in two ways. One is going to be coding based by using some languages like SQL, or by using some languages like R, we can create it. Apart from that also, guys, we can also create, we can also do some kind of an, what we can say is, we can also create some kind of an visuals even by using some kind of an, what we can say is, even with the help of some kind of a GUI based tools. Even with the help of the GUI based tools, we can also create these kind of a visuals also. We can create it, guys. Like as I told you know, so by using some tools like which is going to be some kind of a tools like Power BI, Tableau, something like that, you can create this kind of a tools. We can create it, guys. That is also going to be one option that is going to be available for us, and that is going to be the basic idea about how to work with them, guys. And apart from that, it is going to be the remaining is going to be the same as it is. We can work with them, guys. Remaining things. I told you how the different type of generation tools has came. The different type of generation tools, like we are having a different type of generation tools, like we can see first generation, second generation, third generation, how they have been evolved, what is the need of that. Just I given some idea about that. And apart from this, guys, what are the different roles that we can say, guys. So anyhow, I'll discuss about the course curriculum and all these things in the coming classes, guys. But just like a quick point to make you understand here is, guys. So this batch was already started, guys. The regular batch is from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., guys. It is not 9 a.m. It is 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. It is going to be this is a regular timing, guys. Only for demos only, it is going to be for 9 a.m. But regular timing is from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. Already we have somewhere around 12 participants already there who has already registered for the course, but in the middle actually this festival and all these things has came in the last week, so that's why many of the people has not joined in this batch. So no worries, already the batch was already started. So what I am going to do is with very basic level, guys. There are very at a very beginning level only there are there. Almost all for festivals we have got 6 or 7 days, 1 week almost our holidays are given. Just after that also they have started with basics. So what is my plan here is, guys, I will take some demos for you. I'll take some demos for you. And they also having some classes at the basic, very basic level that are started here now. So I'm going to complete off whatever the difference is there between that batch, that whatever the participants are new, I'll cover up that particular topics there. And maybe by maximum by next Monday, I will merge these two batches, guys. There are at very basic level topics only, just installation. just a little bit about environment, how to import the data. Just they have started with very basic level. They didn't started with main level. So from Monday onwards, you will be having the classes at 8 o'clock. For this, whatever this 4 days or 3 days we have, so you will be having the 8, 9 o'clock, we'll be having the batch. So I'll complete all the, whatever the topics they covered, I'll complete in your batch also. And from Monday onwards, both the batches will be merged and will start from the 8 a.m. So once they come, once both the batches syncs, I'm going to combine both the batches from next Monday, guys. Generally, we do the same with the same action, the same thing. We'll do it for every batches, guys. Everyone does not start at the first day itself. Some people joins 1 week back, 1 week later, or 10 days later. So what we'll do is we'll take some kind of a demo sessions like this parallel to them, and after completion of the basics, so we are going to combine both the batches, guys. So regular timing is from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m., guys. That is what you can plan it. And total course duration is going to be approximately for 2 months, guys. So starting from basics to advanced option of Power BI, I was an expertise in Power BI. Starting from basics to advanced level, that course curriculum, I'll discuss it in the tomorrow's class. I'm going to cover up all the basics to advanced along with the project, along with some kind of a project. We are going to cover everything in our classroom training, guys. Okay. So that's it, guys. That is going to be about the today's introduction class. So today, because it is an introduction class, I'm not taking much time, just a hardly 40 minutes of time I have taken the session. So tomorrow I'm going to discuss about the course curriculum. And after that, I'll make you to install Power BI. Just very easy environment, guys. Just within 2 to 3 days, we can start with the practicals. We don't require much time like a programming language, setting up environment, downloading the software, setting up all the requirements. Nothing is required. Install it, download it and install it, and start working with the Power BI. So maximum tomorrow I'll download and install the Power BI. Day after tomorrow, I'll show you how to import the data. And after that, we can start with the main concepts, guys. Okay. So that is the basic idea about how we have to work with them. So this week we'll be having a 9 o'clock class, guys. Next week we'll be having 8 o'clock. And along with you, there are somewhere around 10, 12 students are there who has already registered for the course. Already batch is going on. Already recently only it was started, guys. But they are a little bit 4 or 5 classes ahead of you. I'll combine. I'll just take it. I'll take the complete the same 4 or 5 classes in your session, and then I will mix up. I'll just combine both the batches from the next Monday, guys. Okay. So that is the basic plan of action for the next coming week, guys. So being today your first class, you may have a lot of questions regarding the course. If you have any questions, guys, you can feel free to discuss with me, guys. Yes. Anyone, guys, if you have any questions, you can just you can unmute yourself and you can speak, guys. Anyone, if you have any questions, guys? No one, no questions, guys? Yes, anyone, guys, if you have any questions. Okay, then. So just for today, we'll stop it here, guys, and we'll continue in the tomorrow session, guys. Same time, same link. We'll connect tomorrow at morning 9 o'clock, guys. Okay. Thanks for today, guys. We'll meet up in the tomorrow's class, guys. Thanks all of you for today, guys.